got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Nah, flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success. Getting tokens for your stress, I be making all the checks. Anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you hands on, you and dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend, she went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though, that's against a bro code. Headed to his home though, know he living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's chin in his face, yeah, from then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate the only woman.
Underway at Allegiant Stadium. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. After the sack on first down, Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller with a touchdown grab for Derek Carr. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Now he'll throw deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo.
Returnable here from the 38. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the 1st quarter. Here's another good example.
Throwing his car on 3rd down, out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that 1st drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the 1st drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that 1st drive. I'll try to do better here. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Singletary again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Allen off the play fake. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Raiders now set to get the football back. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. These two teams all tied after 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They go right back to Singletary. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Allen taking it himself. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Bills are going to have it 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to first down. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Stidham's throw taken in by Adams. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Stidham, off play action. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gregory Rousseau able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Stidham. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Stidham. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Here's Allen to throw it. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. That is caught at the 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Now Allen again.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. To the air, Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Stidham. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Final play of the half, it's Stidham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will be brought down on what will be of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks.
So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Taken in at the 22. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down, 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie, 48 yards. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Carr. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Second down and 3. Now Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mac Hollins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. And now out come the Bills. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. If these guys are running offense like you drive, the pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the turnover. The Raider offense.
Sean McDermott
Previous
going to
play
throw
is
out the
under
challenge
review.
flag.
After review of the play, ruling on
So
the
the
field
challenge there
stands.
not successful, and now they'll be left
left with only one timeout. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Carr being chased out left. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Forced out to his and he can't get a throwaway. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Jordan Poyer, and the Bills have just about sewn up this football game.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Throwing his Carr. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up. You end up throwing a pick. Everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out. I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he cannot pull it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on
Personal
third
foul,
down.
roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Carr to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now Carr.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because